Atlanta. One of 11 kids, and the streets produced who people know today as Young Thug. In Atlanta, you gotta earn your respect, and that goes for the streets or the entertainment industry. The large amount of popular rappers in the city all attempted to make the transition from streets to the industry. At one point, it felt like the whole city tried, but only a couple did it for real. Thug did a short stint in Juvenile, but the streets of Atlanta eventually got to know Young Thug later on, and the rest of the world got to know him through his music. Around the year 2010, 2011, after dropping the mixtape, I Came From Nothing, people started catching on. Fast forward to 2013, Gucci Mane throws him on his label. He dropped tracks like Stoner and Danny Glover that immediately started buzzing. While him and the music was gaining traction in 2014, Gucci Mane went to prison but released him from the label so he can continue his career without any setbacks. Thug dropped hit after hit and would eventually link up with Rich Gang. Thug's tone couldn't be ignored even after it was hated on at first. His style, fashion, and everything about him was different. And with the rise of social media trolls, a lot of internet beefs came his way. By 2016, he's got YSL Records, Young Stoner Life, with his main artists being Gunna Duke and Lil Keed. Thug street actions remained in the street circles of Atlanta, but when it came to the music, he was taking over. He snags a Grammy in 2019 for This Is America with Gambino, and more opportunities followed. So Much Fun drops #1 that year. Then Punk and Slime Language 2 in 2021 did the same thing. Drake, Travis, and others all were reaching out. Getting on the same track came with attachments though. He was painting his nails, throwing on dresses, and really didn't care about who had something to say. But these days, people are guilty of whatever by association. Young Thug didn't give an explanation for it. Some people ate it up and some didn't. YSL was like the rap game's rock version of the music industry, from the fashion to the sex and drugs content, but also mixed with money and street shit. Then it all crashed. May 9th, 2022, cops hit Thug's Buckhead spot. Fonnie Willis, a DA with a point to prove, says YSL ain't a label, it's a Bloods crew. Young Slime Life, started by Thug in 2012, she then hits YSL with a 56 charge indictment from murder, robbery, drugs, gang charges, and more was included in the counts and led to the arrest of 28 people. So it's March 2025 now, and Young Thug ain't locked up no more. He was looking at 25 to 45 years in prison, but wound up taking a blind plea. Guilty to 6 counts, gang activity, 3 drug raps, 2 gun charges, no contest on RICO. Won't say he did it, but won't fight it neither. Whitaker hits him with 40 years, 5 to serve, commuted to time served, 15 on probation, 20 more dangling if he fucks up. Probation, 100 hours community service a year, 15 years straight. No Atlanta for 10 years unless it's weddings, funerals, or a family member dying. 4 times a year he's got to preach anti-gang, anti-gun talks to kids. No crew, no guns, random piss tests, cops can raid his spot anytime. Fonnie Willis got her win, sorta, kept him out the city. And YSL, the gang is over with. Gunners took his plea in 2022, and Thug's been quiet on that, and even though they're free, the trial ain't over for everybody. Yak Gotti and Shannon Stillwell and a couple others are still fighting.